What is going on, everybody? LucianDev here. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to set up your own Satisfactory dedicated server. First thing we're going to want to do is download SteamCMD if you don't already have it. If not, we can just Google search SteamCMD real quick. Click on the first link, click on Windows, and then this line right here where it says download SteamCMD has like a little 1 right here. You can click on that. It's going to download the SteamCMD for us. Alright, I'm going to click on this little button right here next to the downloads to open up the folder. And then I'm going to right click on it and hit extract files. And then I'm going to hit Control X to cut it. I'm going to go into my documents folder. I'm going to go into my C drive here. Create a new folder. We're going to call it servers. Enter, open that folder up. I'm going to paste the SteamCMD in there. And then I'm going to create a new folder. We're going to call this Satisfactory. Next, we're going to install CMD. So we're just going to do that by double clicking on the SteamCMD inside the folder that we just pasted in here. And we're going to let that do its thing. Alrighty, now that's done, what I'm going to do real quick, we're going to go back to the servers folder inside Satisfactory. We're going to click up here in the little bar. We're going to Control C this to copy that line. And then back to the command prompt here for SteamCMD. We're going to type in force underscore install underscore dir. And then we're going to paste that line. Then we're going to hit enter. Next, we're going to do login anonymous. All right, now that we're logged in, we're going to do app underscore update, and then the app ID is 1690800. Oh, I'm not typing. And then we're going to hit enter, and we're going to let that do its thing. All right, and now that that is done, we can go ahead and close this. You just type in exit. And then closes. Next thing we need to do is create a little batch file to actually start the server. For Satisfactory's case, this is relatively simple. Alright, so what we're going to do is right click, create new text document. We'll call it start server. And we have to change this to a bat file. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit on view. Under view, we're going to do file name extensions. We're going to click that real quick, and that brings up all of our extensions here. We're going to rename this from .txt to .bat. Then we're going to click yes to confirm that. Then we're going to right click and hit edit. And then for here, we're going to create the batch file real quick. So for Satisfactory case, we're going to do start FactoryServer.exe -log-unattended. And we're just going to save that. Close it, and then we should be able to start the server. Now, if it's the first time you're starting the server up and you don't have all the necessary things on your computer, like I don't, it's going to ask you to install them. So we're just going to simply click yes, hit agree, and hit install. We're going to hit yes on this, and it's going to start installing all the necessary components that we need for DirectX with Unreal Engine 4. Now we need .NET Framework 3.5, so we're going to download that and install that as well. As Unreal is doing its thing, Unreal is finished, so we can go ahead and close that. Then we're going to let the framework finish as our server is booting up as we speak. We'll allow access on that. That's still doing its thing. I'm surprised the server even started up. That's kind of a new one. That's the first one for me. I'm not even sure why I did that, but that's okay. Next thing we're going to need to do is open up the port in our firewall. Well, that's still installing. So we're going to do hit start, type in firewall here. We're going to do the firewall with advanced security. Right click on it. Then we're going to go to inbound rules. We're going to do new rule. Actually says factory's already in here, but for the case that it's not in there, I'm going to do it anyway. So the port for Satisfactory is 15777. want to go ahead and copy that, so I don't have to type it out again. And I'm going to hit next. Leave everything as default, which is allow connections, all that stuff. Then I'm just going to do set TCP, hit finish. I'll create another rule. Do port, next. Click on UDP this time. Do the port number again, just copy it, just pasted it in there. And we're going to leave all those settings as default again, and we'll do set UDP. You can name these whatever you want, by the way. You don't have to name them what I name them. I just, we're going to minus that. Network framework is installed. So the rest of the server setup is actually in the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the game real quick, and I'm going to walk you through the remaining steps to get the server up and running after your command prompt is up here and done. So now that we're at Server Manager, we're going to hit Add Server. We're going to type in the IP address. Yours will be different, of course, which is okay because mine is hidden anyway. But if you want to see your IP address that you're typing in, if you're not sure, you're factoring or something, you just hit show and it shows you the IP address. So once you have your IP address in there, you can go ahead and confirm. You see server name is pending. What we're gonna want to do is create a server here. So first we're going to give it a friendly name. We'll just call this blind dev. This is for our case. Password, do whatever we want. For the password, this is for the admin password, not the password for the actual server to log to the server. Confirm on that. All right, now we need to create the actual game. So create a game. We'll just do the grass field, session name, blind dev. And then enable the join once the server's up and running. And then you have all your other settings here as well. So session name, admin password, server password. These are your other settings that you need. And then the save files that you're going to create, which we don't have a save file yet because this right here is creating the save file. I'm going to hit create game. And now we are in the game. And that is all you have to do to set up your very own dedicated Satisfactory server. If you guys enjoyed the video, I will see you on the next one.